Got to get up here?
So just make sure your levers are up before you start, and then we'll tip the water in. So if you had any leaks on the door, come up straight, it would start leaking now. And if it did start to leak, the best thing to do is you just get this and just drop it in the hole there. If you set that in the hole, that stops any more water coming down, so it gives you a chance to drain it out. So slosh the water. No, just your hands is alright. Just to slosh the water around, make sure that it's touched everything. As long as it's touched the parts, then that's all it takes. So now we go into wash, and that just helps clean it on the inside. That'll also make it bubble up so your more will drop through.
More water going in there.
Yeah. And I'm not sure how strong your pumps are on these, but you need to also run it through the pump. So that brings the pump on.
Okay.
The pump. Because these face up.
So make sure you close that before you press the pump, right?
Yeah, I think if you were to do it, it'd probably spray you in the face.
Spray on the face.
Or there are hopper covers to go on here, so you could put the cover on. I think that down in here. So these are the
Balance for the moves, yeah.
So you could just put the top on this pump. Just the angle of it doesn't look right. So you can either put the feed tube in just to squirt it down into the hopper, or
put the lid on.
or just put the lid on to catch it.
Yeah.
So that just runs the sanitizer through the pump. Also too, if your hoppers were still a bit yellow, you could probably put a bit more water in and just let it soak for a little bit, and that will help break it down. You'll notice when your machine's been in use a while, you'll put clear water in with sanitizer in it, but it will always come out, discoloured, so that you do know that it is working. So do you want to get another bucket?
Sanitizer?
Yeah, just pull that out the sanitizer.
With the
With the sachet.
Yeah.
Yes.
So is it sucking the water through?
No, at the moment we've just got it in wash, so we're turning it here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you haven't pumped it out. Okay.
No. So what you
It's just running through the system.
the other option is that you put
Just
that
to
in,
block like that. Yeah. So you got two options.
put that in and just put the pin on it.
Yeah. Either to put the lid or put that.
Oh,
And then
okay.
if you push
So
pump, you push pump now,
yeah.
it just pushes it out
This
the
button.
top button.
This one. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
yeah. So that's pushing it out.
Oh, yeah.
Can you hear the
Oh, yeah, got it now.
like the
Yeah.
pressure from inside? Yeah.
So that's good. It tells you that it's working well, the pump's working well.
So when it's moving like that, it's normal?
Yeah, that's moving. It's just the pump turning.
You know this one. This is one. This is the time, right?
Yep.
Like 5 minutes.
It's preset 5 minutes, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, actually, I better tell the others when we get there. When you strip the machine, take it away for cleaning,
Yeah.
you've got to make sure that the hoppers and the barrel are all above, say, 20 degrees. So, excuse me. So when you drain the mix out, and then you're flushing it and cleaning it,
Yeah.
by using warm water, it'll warm up the barrels
Yeah.
and warm up the hoppers.
Yeah.
So they need to be above 20 degrees. So do you want to tip that in? when you come to take all the parts off and the doors off, you turn the power off on it. And what it'll come up on the display here with a countdown time for 5 minutes, and it will count, because it'll count down for 5 minutes, and then it will come up with unit clean. If it doesn't come up with unit clean, then there's no point putting it all back together again, because it's not going to want to run.
Okay.
Because it doesn't think it's been cleaned, and it will shut you down. So you just tip the whole lot on. So you need to be sure when you come to assemble it all, turn the power on, that it's coming up, that it's been cleaned. I was just saying, when you strip the machine, you've got to put warm water in it, and that also warms up the hoppers and the barrels.
Okay.
So when you take it apart, you then turn the machine off on the switch here, flick it to off, and then you'll have it on here, it'll say power switch off, and it will start to count down for 5 minutes. And then after 5 minutes it will come up unit clean. If you haven't got unit clean, then there's no point putting it all back together again, because it doesn't think it's been cleaned, and it will shut you out.
And you have to
after
do
a period of time.
both, right? If you
Both.
can't do one and
No,
it won't work.
So
Okay.
it knows
Yeah.
the machine, both the hoppers
Yeah.
and the barrels need to be warm.
Okay.
The door needs to be off. There's certain things in its programming that it needs to know is happened or is happening. Otherwise, it won't think it's been cleaned. It'll think you're trying to cut corners,
Okay.
and it'll shut you out.
Okay.
So when you've got all the parts off, turn the machine off. When you go out the back to wash them and come back, it should have that on. Power switch off, unit cleaned.
Okay.
Then you know you're good to start to reassemble.
Otherwise, it's been clean, but the machine
It says
Doesn't
not clean.
there'll be a reason for it, like, and if for some reason one of the barrel is cold, then it won't want to count down its 5 minute
And
timer.
that's the degrees on each hopper, right?
That's temperature
Yeah,
next to the
temperature,
hoppers
yeah.
here.
Okay.
So
5 minutes.
Yeah.
When you press clean, it will count 5 minutes straight away. And that's it. See, 5 minutes. Oi! What are you trying to do?
He's always one A.
learning.
so we'll just leave that. Right, we'll go and make the mix now.
Okay.